everybody, and welcome to the Chow Hall with Sergeant Chow and Tiny J.
What up?
We are your hosts. He's Tiny J. I'm Sergeant Chow, and this is the Chow Hall.
Yes.
We have just finished our first cook of the year, which was shrimp quesadillas, and we thought, why not roll it into some bonus content? What are we doing, Tiny J?
So, bonus content, right? I have just been thinking this last few weeks as we were talking about doing quesadillas, how can we do something different? Something I've never seen before, right? And I thought, dessert quesadillas, right? So we're going to do Tiny J's PB&J quesadilla, all right? So what we've got here are some ingredients to make this up. It should be delicious. Everything here. If you guys like PB&J's, if you've never warmed one up, this is like warming up and just eating it on a tortilla, okay? So we've got some bananas.
So first, we're going to have the tortillas.
Start with our tortillas. Bananas. We're going to caramelize these with some butter and honey. All right. I like using honey. It has a real nice sweetness to it. It doesn't have that granulated sugar that you really got to cook out. Obviously, can't have PB&J without peanut butter and jelly. Now, I usually like the crunchy peanut butter, but I went with the creamy. Just because it will
sounds
melt.
like it makes sense for the quesadilla.
I figured you were going to tie into I like creamy mouthfeel.
Yeah, and you like creamy mouthfeel. Thank you. See, I don't even have to say the joke anymore, Tiny J. You just say it for me.
I prefer grape jelly. You could do this with any kind of preservative. And then, of course, we're going to jazz it up a little bit. When we get it all put together, we're going to put some caramel syrup over the top.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, one little extra ingredient that I do have back here in this bowl, is just some regular granulated salt. Guys, when you're making caramelized stuff, a little bit of salt on there really elevates that sweetness.
Oh yeah, the salt brings out the sweet for sure.
Yes. So, we're going to try this out. We're going to get it all thrown together.
All right, let's get this grill going.
All right. All right. So we're back. We've got the griddle up to a nice 330 degrees. We don't want to get it too hot, obviously, because what happens to caramel and sugar and things like that?
Sugar can get pretty nasty if it's too hot.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And
burns in a second.
Yeah, and you don't want burnt when you're making something sweet. It just turns it bitter, right? So we're going to use quite a bit of butter on this. So anytime you're caramelizing something, it's sugar and butter. That's what makes a good caramel.
Yeah.
So because we're cooking it on a flat top, we're going to put a little bit of oil down because we don't want that butter to burn too quickly. So we're going to use my low-grade oil. All right, throw that bougie oil when I'm making stuff.
Cheap shit down.
Yeah, we're going to put that cheap shit down on here. Okay? We're going to spread that around. By the way, my cheap shit, canola oil.
There you go.
Everybody's got it in their house.
Hey, cheap shit has a name.
All right, so stick of butter, and we're just going to rub that on there. And we're going to make a nice big space because I've got 4 whole bananas over here, but we need enough butter down that I have stuff to work with. So, looks like what, about 1/3 stick of butter?
Yeah.
Okay. Next I'm going to do, and I learned this watching some actual YouTube videos, right, is using honey. But we're going to put our honey instead of sugar straight into that. So, get that honey right on there. We don't get outside of the butter. We're going to take our spatula here again. We're just going to incorporate that all together. That's going to give us a nice sweet element. Okay? Now,
I like the sound of this already.
yep. Now what I did, here, could you hold this for me?
Yes, I can.
I've done salting on here once. I found just putting this salt right on the bananas actually sealed it in a little bit better. And you don't need a whole lot, guys. I'm barely using 2 pinches and just putting it over the top. But there's so much sugar on this griddle right now. All right, so we're gonna go flat side down. We want to get that nice brown on that side first. Now, keep in mind, if you're smart, you turn them all the same way, so it's easy to move around. Now, Sergeant Chow, I know you're getting nervous over there. Me putting sugar all over this grill.
Oh, I have faith in Tiny J.
Yeah. Diggler just asked me, how did I know how much honey to use, right?
Yeah.
I didn't really know how much honey to use.
Is Diggler here?
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, Diggler's here.
Yeah.
Diggler's on the camera.
Yeah.
What's up, Diggler?
Thanks, guys. I'm just not doing anything back here.
Yeah.
Doing great.
I'm just not doing anything over here.
It's great because I've always done caramel with sugar, and I didn't know how this honey was going to work, and I love the taste of it a lot better. Now you still get that brown we're looking for, right? But not burnt. That's why we put that oil down. I'm gonna take a look at one of these. See, we're starting to get that nice brown to it.
Yep.
As we flip these.
All right, so the next step is your tortillas, right?
Yes,
Yep.
yes. So when it comes to the tortillas, we're gonna get to that in a minute. So we buttered our tortillas during the quesadillas, right?
Yeah.
And I had you pre-butter them. They were already ready. On this, unfortunately, we can't do that. The problem that comes up is I got to put peanut butter all over the side of it too. And trying to put a buttery quesadilla or a tortilla on here and trying to spread peanut butter, impossible.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
So what we'll do is just like I put butter down a little bit ago, I'll take that stick and we'll just take a big old circle. Yep. All right, let's take a look at these. Sure there? Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for right there. So we'll get our, take that, okay? We're gonna go ahead and set these over here. And guys, once these come off, you want to make sure you clean this griddle. That sugar will just mold and melt to that griddle if you don't get it off of there. All right, so we're gonna switch out here. Because they probably, can you see over here, Diggler?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so here's how we're gonna do this. We're only gonna do half with peanut butter, we'll do half with jelly. Guys, don't put your jelly on first. You put that jelly on first, you get so much heat off this griddle that it'll just melt out of it and you're not gonna get any of that lovely jelly flavor. Now, put your peanut butter on there, and you can put as much on there as you want. I personally like the creamy mouthfeel, so we're gonna put it good.
Hey.
Super creamy.
Super creamy. All right. Okay, guys. So you can see here, we've got half of it covered in peanut butter. All right. Now, like I said, we couldn't butter, obviously. I got my hand on the bottom. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna just take our butter. We're gonna put a nice base coat down right here on the griddle, and we're gonna get that brown buttery right on the bottom of the tortilla directly. Okay. So set that bad boy right there, and you can already see it's starting to brown. It's starting to get that sizzle going. There we go. Alright. Show's got me another one here ready to go. Making a nice big round spot of butter again. That looks about the right size. Howie! Alright. Now, that's going to go ahead and keep cooking. You see, look,
Oh, yeah,
it's already starting to melt. So,
Viscosity. That's what we call that.
Viscosity. Alright. So, that's still brown, and I put quite a bit of butter down. This will actually be more like eating with a fork, right? More dessert style. It's not going to be that nice crispy you want from a savory quesadilla.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Good desserts you should be eating with a fork. This would actually be really good with ice cream too.
Oh yeah.
So, take our spoon. And guys, we ain't scared. We use that peanut butter spoon right in the jelly. Okay?
Right on. Put the bananas on first before you put the jelly on.
Yep. So, here's how we're going to do this. And be careful with these bananas because they're going to be super, super soft. Okay? We're going to set them right in here. Whew.
I was gonna say, I bet you them things are still a little hot, ain't
And a
they?
little toasty. But if you're used to being in the kitchen,
You know what? You do this for a while, you can go commit anonymous crimes.
So we're going to put this jelly on here now.
Isn't that right, Deputy Diggler?
That's right.
We'll never know who done it. Never!
Ever.
Alright. So I'm not going to put a whole lot of jelly because it's still going to melt some. So we're going to go ahead and flip that bad boy on over just like that. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead. Here, you want to hold this for me so we can do this one. We'll go ahead and put our bananas on. What do you think, Diggler?
It looks amazing. boy.
Does it?
Oh.
Alright.
Alright. Grab this and boom. Alright. Give this one just another second because we had a little time in there. But look at that. Looks like a quesadilla, don't it?
Yes, it does.
Alright guys, so we got the griddle out of the way. We've got these sitting here. They've sat for just a minute, but you want to eat this hot, right?
Yep,
You want to
oh,
eat
yeah.
it nice and warm. So we're going to get these things cut up. We're going to get them plated up. We've got our caramel sauce to add a little bit more of that sweetness,
Oh,
right? And then we're gonna try this out.
Let's do it.
All right, so still get a good crust on it.
Oh yeah.
All right, you can see it's just oozing,
Yeah, the jelly.
oozing. And look at those. You see that, Diggler? Look at that. Just the
Oh.
bananas and the deliciousness that's in here.
Amazing.
All right,
All over your hands.
all over my hands, which is why I had a towel. Thank you. All right, now I had to bougie this up a little bit for this guy.
You know I like it bougie.
Yep.
Show offs, you know I like it bougie.
So we're just going to put some of that caramel drizzle right
Oh.
over the top. Okay, guys, you could eat this with vanilla ice cream. You could eat it with some whipped cream. Now I gotta try this the other night. Why don't you take a bite and tell me what you think?
Okay. I'd be happy to try it first.
I want that right there. You got it.
Come on, baby.
You see why this isn't handheld. What do you think?
It's delicious.
Is it?
I think it's delicious.
The beauty of this, guys, is I call it my, dessert. Maybe you got young kids. We were doing shrimp quesadillas. Not every kid likes peppers and onions and things like that.
Maybe
This is a
the
good alternative.
peanut butter kind of, it's not super sweet.
No.
They're good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sweet, but not overpowering sweet like some desserts. Like this is, on the richness level, this is like just as much savory as it is rich.
Mm-hmm. But the salt and the banana,
It's delicious.
it's not overly sweet either.
Yes. All right, we gotta there.
Hold on. Give me that plate.
There you go.
Mm.
Give that a shot,
Yeah,
Dangler.
I love it.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, I love it. And it's simple. It's simple. And I like using the honey. I think if you use granulated sugar, you would get too much sweet.
Yeah. No, I think it was a perfect balance. It was a very good balance.
Come on, Diggler, shove it in your mouth.
trying.
What do you think of that? Oh, you should see his face. This is where we need the Diggler scale face for food.
Diggler face. The happy Diggler face.
Yes, that's
Which is
super
way
happy.
different than I just drank a Christmas beer Diggler face.
This is absolutely amazing.
Delicious,
It's
right?
Delicious.
Oh,
So, it's super simple though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice job, Tiny Jim.
Not so
That's
sweet,
a new
though.
one. That's a brand new thing for me. I never even would have thought of that.
Yeah, so we chef the shit out of that basically.
You!
Alright guys, so like I said earlier, I cook for me how I like it. If you don't like it, then you cook how you like it.
We are Oscar Mike.